Are you really into manifesting, making your life? You're in that amazing co-creative, like you come up with a plan and your willpower makes it happen, but then something in it never seems to be quite right. Something is a little bit off. Or maybe, you just can't trust the universe. Maybe you've hit burnout and that will isn't working anymore. You just can't keep pushing through. If that's you, then you're going to discover how it is that you can shift your energy so that you can come back to co-creating your life with a blissful, trusting flow. Allow your heart to listen. In this series of the Awakening Spiral, we're looking at the layers that we move through as our life deepens into more joy. And it can sometimes seem like there's not more joy happening, in all fairness, as you move through these layers. So that's why I'm here, to help guide you into how it can be more easy to move through these patterns, how you can shift things with a little bit more lightness, without taking away the deep and serious work that we need to do as part of the journey. My name is Nid and I'm a soul guide, and I support people with how it is that they can be in life with greater joy and more of their authentic self being expressed out through them. Often people come with body pains, lack of motivation, relationship issues, spiritual awakenings, and anything and everything else that goes under the remit of human life. Because my job is to talk to your soul and to help understand what energy is currently moving through you and what is the simplest practical thing that you can do that doesn't add any stress to your life so that you can move through this with the most grace. We are at the point in the awakening spiral, which is the explorer energy. It's the energy of co-creation, of moving into intentionality and that focused energy of will. And there's a difference between self-will and willpower and divine will. And I can hand on heart say that I lived a lot from self-will and willpower, and I have immense willpower to strive and create in my life. And I was great at manifesting, but I always felt like things came with a cost. There was a price that I paid, and often it was my mental health or my relationships. And there was an element of not being able to trust the universe because I had to take all the steps to make something happen. So, it would be a plan, and what were the things that I needed to do to make and achieve that plan, and who did I need to action and help me co-create those things with, and I would call on them, and it was me. And one of my teachers, she calls this me consciousness. And after my brain injury, I really had to surrender to divine will coming through me. It was much slower, and my mind could not set a mindset to achieve anything because my body was not agreeing with me. And if you've ever hit that place, it's really frustrating if you're used to working with this energy and it's one of your default patterns. So that means you may hit burnout. You may hit some really unpleasant part of your life not working for you. And it's very humbling, because if you're used to that strength and that power that this energy has to explore and co-create, it's really humbling when you have that power taken away from you, when your force and your pushing and that driving and striving is thwarted. And if you have a subtler variation of that, this video is still really supportive for you. So when you're in this energy, your energy is up and out. It's like, I am the king, right? Or I am the boxer and I am going to smash this game. And that energy is great, but it can be sometimes not as respectful of our own rhythm. It cannot be as trusting of universal forces and other people in our lives and other people showing up to actually give us more. Because really what this comes down to is I have to be so responsible for my life that I can't trust the universe to gift it to me. And actually what happened when I surrendered from this was the universe gifted me way more than I ever could have envisaged all by myself and tried to have co-created. And so this energy gets really tired. It can end up with lots of injuries and like kind of smash them injuries, you know, when you literally like smash your bones. And we want to withdraw all of that craziness and use it in a heart-focused, flowing way that respects your timing and your rhythm with nature. So one thing that you might already be tapping into is connecting into your natural rhythm, being in nature to try and help you get a slightly more soothing rhythm as you move with this energy. We also need to let the energy kind of ground down a little bit and not be quite so expansive. Think of it a bit like summer where you've over-partied. And we want to just kind of have a little bit more time to relax, unwind, rest and recuperate. So connecting with nature, really, really wonderful. Another practice that I really find so helpful when in this energy is to connect to the metta practice. This is where come back to love of self, love of one person, love of family, love of community, love of species, love of life on earth. And we let this love extend and ripple out. And when we meet a part that says, oh, I don't love that, there's an inquiry as to what is there being rejected, because there needs to be an all-embracing love of all when we're in this energy so that we can really move through what we're experiencing. And I just want to say one more thing about when we can be in this energy that comes from that loving all that we're experiencing. When you're in explore energy, you're often experiencing what you like and what you don't like, what you desire and what you don't desire, your aversions. And we can get really tangled up and attached in that process. And that's what makes it a really unpleasant emotional and relationship part of this journey, is the entanglement of our own attachment to what it is we're exploring. So if you can find a more non-attached, neutral way of experiencing, oh, well, I'm not sure I liked that, but I do like that. It will help you to navigate through how it is that you're exploring what you want and what you don't want. So as we are tuning into our intention and moving towards what we desire, the universe might give you things that are bigger and better for you to say yes, no to. And it's actually when you can slow down and open your heart to all of those layers that you actually open up to more possibilities and more magic happening for that divine will to manifest through you, rather than it to being self-will power that is trying to create and make things happen. So just really tune in to that less attached and more rhythmic nature of, yeah, I like, nah, I don't like, and just help it start to refine what it is that you're seeking in your co-creation of your life. And this energy is actually really great for contemplation. And that's why I love the Gene Keys and spiritual inquiry practices. If you're curious about exploring more with the Gene Keys, then you can get your free profile with the link below. And you're always welcome to pop over to your sanctuary where we use the Gene Keys within the context of other embodiment practices. And we can guide you in the sessions with your profile as part of the group dynamic. I spotlight people's profiles and give you that specific guidance of what it is that would help you stay really aligned to your soul in whatever it is that you're experiencing, to contemplate a little deeper into your life. And it's amazing how contemplation softens and opens the mind. And when we soften and open the mind, that's when the heart starts to soften and open. And that will help you actually allow more of that divine will to flow through your life, rather than you trying to push and strive your life. So let's get to the practice that we're going to share in this video. So this is a daily practice that you can do anytime. Now, often someone in the energy of exploration, this weaver creator archetype, because we're weaving and co-creating, and it's so juicy. Your voice can sometimes actually be a bit too dominant. The voice of the ego can be too loud. And so we want to soften it with our gargling practice. So this is one to do in your morning or in your evening when you have just finished brushing your teeth. You're going to make sure that you have your glass with a little bit of water. And this month I decided I wanted to share a little bit of peppermint so we could lighten the energy and really let it come from that pure place that peppermint often helps us to feel like we're in. So you just pop a couple of little drops of peppermint into your water and give it a swirl. And our song, to go with that energy of trying all the time, trying to make life happen, pushing to make life happen, you know, we know there's no such thing as trying. You're doing or you're not doing, but I Try by Macy Gray is the song we're going to gargle along to. And we'll pop the link below if you want to have the music playing as I do this. But I'm going to be doing my best to gargle her wonderful song. So, bottoms up. You could do the whole song if you want to give it a go, but hopefully you can feel that shift. There's no more trying. There's no more forcing. There's no more striving. Allow yourself to be in the exploration without attachment and discover what wonderful things life wants to give you when you enjoy the journey. If you think this might be your layer of the spiral, or you're wondering if this is your predisposed one because it feels really familiar, then type quiz in the comments below and we'll send you the link so that you can check out whether or not this is your spiral layer. We'll also send you another short practice, and there's a whole free library of tools just for this archetype that you can take from those quiz results. Grab your free Gene Keys profile below and come over to your sanctuary with our free 7-day trial. Discover how it is that you can manifest divine will through your soul. Have a wonderful week, and next video we're going to be exploring the 5th stage of our awakening spiral. This is that of returning, how it is that things manifest into form. And the archetype is the beautiful, gentle luminary. So if you're interested and enjoying this series, hit subscribe and like so you get it into your inbox as soon as the video is released. Have a great week till then. Thank you for joining. Have a wonderful day.